king is a hitter.
Here in Milwaukee, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Milwaukee Brewers. John Shelby, Chris Singleton with you. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Brewers to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next.
Yeah, I'm really on a grind. 2-4-7.
And taking the ball for Milwaukee, Brandon Woodruff. What's the word on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Chase Mydra leading things off and takes a strike. Fouled off. He was late. Oh, 0-2 now. Struck him out looking. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get 1 pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
It's softly on the ground to third. Over to first. Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 down, bases empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And now the 0-1. Foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes, and the inning is back here at American Family Field. Getting the start for the Chicago White Sox, Sean Burke. What do you look for here?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Bobby Witt Jr. up now for the Brewers. That's to third, and that one finds its way through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
This is Bryce Terang, looking pretty good at the plate. He's 4 for 10 in the series. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Line drive to short and caught. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. So up next, Kazuma Okamoto. He's got 4 hits in the series on 9 at-bats. Base knock center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Yelich at the dish. One of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first. What a play. Inning over. Scoreless. Back at the ballpark where we're on sweep alert, Singy. We came on the air talking about that, and so far, neither team is backing down.
Nobody wants to be on the wrong end of a sweep. For one team, it's about making a statement, and for the other, it's about salvaging respect.
Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
Hayes in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. That clips the corner. Woodruff, multi-time All-Star, 33 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Stays alive. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
And it's a called strike after the review. So they've still got both their challenges. No score here in the second. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom half of inning number 2, Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. Out towards left center. Hill on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here comes Aaron Judge. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. Judge rips that one. Baldwin takes it in for the out. And that quickly 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
This one in the air center field. Baldwin drops steps, heads back on it. And that is that. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Fought off foul. Inside corner, that's a strike. And it's 0-2. Sosa wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. Right through there for a strike. Set down on strikes. That's the first cutter we've seen today, and it was effective. Stepping in, Curtis Mead. Ground ball, left side. Slings it across. Nice play off the bounce for the out. So digging in, Derek Hill.
Derek Hill.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a foul out of play. Got him swinging for the strikeout. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 9 straight retired here to start the game. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin.
Hey, how you gonna finish? Gotta get to the business. They watching, they witnessing. Got a record, I break it like Guinness. Oh yeah, he's top of the league. Oh yeah, don't play with a kid. You know what the time is, checking the wrist.
Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity. And at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And now it's William Contreras. On the ground out to short. Tags the runner for one. And no throw. He's into first easily. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Bobby Witt Jr. getting ready to hit. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. It's got a chance. And it hits the base of the wall. And it'll be runners at second and third. Only one away.
Big rip off the bat there. Some seriously loud contact on that knock. Didn't bring in the run, but he got him that much closer to taking the lead here.
Up now for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That's out number 2. And here is Kazuma Okamoto. 1 for 1 with a single so far. To third, Sosa. Sends it across to first, and that will end the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
I gotta advance and I gotta grind. Even in the dark, you know I gotta shine. I looked out the window, saw the sun shining, made me feel real hope that better days are coming for all my kinfolk.
You know, these White Sox just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. High chopper to third, Okamoto. The throw to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. He'll take a trot around the bases. And the White Sox jump out in front. It's 1-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
He's got it 2 away now.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Terang. And that is that. Back here at American Family Field, here's the Brewers DH, Christian Yelich. Swing and a ball popped up. Sosa under it. And makes the grab. And there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Now here is Jackson Chourio. He's 0 for 1. On the ground to third. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Waste no time there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores to tie it up. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
This one smoked on its way out of here. That's his third home run of the series, and they take the lead. It's 4-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires to first in time.
Up next for the Brewers, the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
In the air, left field. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a two-out double, second and third now. Hard hit left side. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. The Brewers add 3 on this blast. We've played 4. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. And we're back with a series sweep very much in play, Siggy. Sizable lead, so keep those brooms handy.
A sweep can really send shockwaves through a clubhouse, Boog. One team surging forward, the other left searching for answers.
Brings it in. 1 up, 1 down. Swing and a ball popped up. Witt gets under it. And there are 2 down.
Up next for Chicago, third baseman, Lenny Sosa.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Right through there for a strike. Swings and misses. Picks up strikeout number 7. Down in order go the White Sox. And they trail it 4-1. Back here in Milwaukee, they put themselves out front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. That's his 4th home run of the series, and they add on. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Now the White Sox manager is new pitcher for the White Sox, number 63. He's into the game with the bases empty. This one in the air right field. Brings it in. And there's one away. Here's Judge now, 1 for 2. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. Because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. 2 down.
Up next for the Brewers, center fielder, Sal Freeland.
On a line out towards center. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And that keeps the inning going.
Those plays are challenging for outfielders because of the chase to the ball. You know you have to do everything perfect just to track it down. Sometimes even that's not enough to make the catch.
Next to hit, Munetaka Murakami. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Carrying well. Gone! Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the pitches in the easier spots. If you know them, you're going to hit hard. Look at the swing there, patient, waiting for it. It's like BD all over again.
Two ball, bases empty, but 3 runs across. Last half of inning number 5.
Swing and a hard liner up the middle of the base hit. And that turns into another one. Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's
Bobby Witt Jr. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double.
That's hard hit the line. And it's got extra bases written all over it.
Leading run against the south side at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
See the ball very well with this one. Pretty much a polished swing on it as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one on video because that's the kind of swing you want to follow. So many positives that led to that knock.
That one is absolutely fell to. Base hit, 1 run is in.
Now the second crosses the plate. It's 9-1.
Here's the manager out of the... Here's the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. 1 for 3.
This one in the air, center field. Baldwin under this one. And that will end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was back in the ballpark. Let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. So up next,
Leading
Curtis
off with the White
Mead.
Sox. First baseman, Curtis Mead.
You know, these White Sox definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs.
Left fielder, Derek Hill.
And that one fouled off. The Brewers up big in this one, and we're the top half of the 6th.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
That's down.
Got him swinging. Strikeout number 8.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because...
And that'll do it. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, you know, pretty average. There were some guys.
Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. Another homer. That's his 5th homer of the series. And they boost their lead. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Fouled off left side. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their They're fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. Down the left field line, base hit.
Up next for the Brewers, center fielder, Sal Freeland.
Man at first with one gone. Sal. Now at the plate.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Line drive. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 away.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard-hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Next for the Brewers, Munetaka Murakami. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man, of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
He's there. He's got it. That is the inning. Christian Yelich crushes this one for the Brewers. It's now 10-1. Back here at American Family Field, we go to the top of the 7th. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox. All right, Chris, when you talk about great logos, the Milwaukee Brewers, the M and the B that form a glove, not everyone even realizes that it's an M and a B with that glove. They started using it in 1978 and have been using it a lot more recently. It's a great logo, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, I remember as a kid, my brother had that ball cap, and I would just kind of borrow it. Some would say steal it, but it was just such a cool-looking logo. I had no idea until years later that that's what was hidden on the inside of it, that M and that B, but very, very cool.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And a man aboard. If you're playing right now, tweet out, I was this many days old when I found out the Brewers.
The designated hitter, Andrew Benintendi.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. New pitcher now, Aaron Ashby, in the game for the first time this season. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. I think it's one of the best all time. An art student at UW-Eau Claire created it. It is super creative, and I think one of the better look. Over to Terang, one, double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. This one pretty well decided at this point. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Brewers 10 and the White Sox 1. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. Back here in Milwaukee, the spray chart shows us an impressive power display from this lineup. 4 homers so far.
And Boog, it's been a fun time in the right field bleachers with all those balls heading out that direction. Seems like a good day to be a lefty slugger.
That's ripped into the outfield. And there's one down.
next for the Brewers, the shortstop.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. This one in the air, center field. Baldwin takes it in for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Brewers, second baseman,
That one ripped. And that'll do it. Back here in Milwaukee, we're at the top of the 8th. Austin Hayes steps to the plate for the White Sox. Up the middle. Slings to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it. Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against it.
Challenge from behind the dish here, so the call stands. 1 challenge remaining for them now. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Ground ball up the middle. It's through for a hit. And that's a 1-out single.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to Terang. 1. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Bottom of the 8th. Leading off, number 8.
Third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto.
On the ground. Zips it to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Brewers, designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. Throws from his knees. And that's a great play for the out. Singy, it was close. Looks like they want a second to review it and possibly challenge the call if they think he beat the throw.
Yeah, they might challenge it just to kind of roll the dice, you know, Boog, and perhaps maybe they see something different as they get a look at some different angles.
So they have decided to challenge the play, and now it's up to the replay umpires in New York to make the call. Here's a final look at it. They called it. Digging in, Jackson Chourio. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Up next for the Brewers, left fielder, Aaron Judge.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Safe, and that's his third hit.
Up next for the Brewers, center fielder,
Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. And first offering is fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a ball line to center. That is the inning. Brewers strand a couple, but they maintain their 10-1 lead. Back here at American Family Field. And here's the first baseman, Curtis Mead. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Trevor McGill, getting ready to make his season debut. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. No challenges left for them now. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. In the air, right field. And there's 2 down. White Sox down to their final out. Here's the second baseman, Chase Mydroff. 0 for 3 in this one. That one in triple digits.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
And the White Sox down to their final strike. This ball's chopped on the ground. Throw to first, ball game. And the Brewers finish off a 3-game sweep here in front of the home crowd.
Well, when you win by 9 runs, you have plenty of insurance runs. It's a huge confidence boost when you can just put that many runs up on the board. And I'll tell you what, the next game starter is saying, hey, I hope you all save some runs for me. I want to